If I have to read what Punchy 70. Okay, Punchy 78 is voiced.
Punchy
Okay.
78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post. Big happenings in the scene today as P2W.
We might have watched this last time, but that's fine.
At the hands of a small team from a local laundromat.
Or he opened the game. I can't remember. Gotta do like one last thing with the mic here. Well, two last things. Now we should be good. All right.
In the upset of the century, this previously unknown team of locals utterly trounced Team P2W's Coda, who was fired on the spot.
I have a feeling he's going to show up before the end.
Are P2W really as strong?
Either to fuck me over or to try and fuck me. I don't know.
Are they no longer favored to win the Pro Tour? Will this little incident become the start of something bigger? Who knows?
Certainly not me.
Wait to see what this new team can do. For more on this developing story, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and rate Fight Shack 5 stars. This is only the beginning, folks.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not ringing that bell. I never ring the bell. I'm sorry. I just have no need. All my notifications come like 4 days late anyway. I'll just keep a tab on my subscribed list and it's fine. Anyway. It is the distant future year 20XDX, and I'm no longer an aspiring game champion. I'm an aspiring game champion and a team manager. That's one more set of shoes than I'd originally intended to fill, if we're being honest. I'm like one of those two people dressed up as a horse guys. Would have been perfect. I would have been perfectly content. I would have been perfectly content to blend in with an existing team as just another player, but it is what it takes. So be it. The good news is that I'm not flying solo as the supreme overlord of this team. Everyone has opinions to contribute. The bad news is everybody has opinions, and I'm quickly discovering that balancing those out is getting tricky. This morning my job is simple. Completely redesign the team's profile on discomfort.fist and select a sponsor for our Pro Tour ambitions. Oh, while keeping as many of my teammates as happy as possible. Simple. Right. Okay. Let's get to work. Also, let me look at my stats. In regards to connections thus far, I think Jinx... no. Zapper has slightly edged out Jinx. By like 1 point. But I'm just kind of... I've played it instinctual until... Well, even then, I'm keeping it instinctual. And just see which one it falls in with. I'm pretty sure it's going to be between those two, but yeah. Hello, Mr. Manager. I just figured out how to run a virtualization of the Iris app on my home computer. PC Geeks get things done. Represent. It's insufferable. Just call me Nekobun Iris. Okay, hello, Nekobun. I finished compiling all input regarding your team profile and sponsorship opportunities, cross-referencing it with your friends and their own requests. Shall we start with the profile? Every good team needs a good team name. I don't know, Good Clean Fun could work very nicely for that. True, but Team GCF was also always a working title, and your friends have sent me ideas for better names and acronyms. But these are only suggestions. If you want, you can make up a name and acronym yourself. Okay, let's see. Team... the best team. Magnificent 7, Loxley's idea. Future Forward, Grace's idea. I kind of like that one. Next Fiasco, down. I like that one too. The Pit Crew, already taken by Ashton Martin. Can't. Hands off. No good. Or Exemplar, Rhapsody's idea. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna go with my default the thing I never really use for anything, but I throw in my clan name and Halo and stuff. Already got the perfect idea. All right, it's not gonna be the new challengers. Oh, okay. I hit home, but shift home doesn't work. All right, yeah. So, second Players Club. I don't know if Players Club cards even exist anymore. And, 2PC? That is correct. Alright. Alright, let me make sure I've got the grammar right. Which of these sounds correct to me? Is awesome and gets the job done. Yeah, I will say it's a singular club. I like that they let you clarify that. Okay, your team name and acronym are now registered with Discomfort.fist. I've also emailed everyone to let them know of the change. Next, it's time to pick a sponsor. Beating Team Play to Win made my job simple. You had sponsors lining up to talk to you. Keep that hot streak going. This will be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Please do not speak anywhere remotely like Jamie Oliver. Okay, I think we look at the stats now. Oops, sorry. Wow, thanks, Iris. Heroes think that being a manager would be like difficult and stuff.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
I was originally made to be a virtual assistant to high-powered business executives. This sort of thing is child's play to me. Now let's take a look at the offers. You have 3 of them to consider. Crimson Tiger. Alright, good day, Mr. Risu. I represent Crimson Tiger Energy Drink. I do like an energy drink. The premier beverage of the choice for the 13 to 25-year-old gamer demographic. We're always on the lookout for promising young teams, and yours shows a great deal of promise. We'd like to sponsor your entry into the Pro Tour. We find our team salary package more than generous, allowing you to focus entirely on team training and practice without day jobs to worry about. In return, we'd like to see you wear our red branding colors and be seen drinking our product. A simple request, we feel. With over 20 years of experience in this field, I assure you that you'll find no finer partner than Crimson Tiger.
Don't know about that.
Hey, Iris forwarded me the CT offer. I guess they're a proven brand, but do we really need to be sponsored by the guys who sponsor everyone already? Fair enough. Plus their energy drink tastes like warm battery acid, which I enjoy in an energy drink. No way in hell am I slurping that stuff down.
Gotta be kidding.
I've never been a fan of the blatant machismo and in-your-face attitude of Crimson Tiger, so they're like FaZe. Well, we already said the rival team is like FaZe Clan, so we can't double down. Especially not when there's still a huge problem in this scene. Also, you've seen their clothing design? It's better suited for a gaming chair than an actual human body. I refuse to wear anything that obnoxious. Okay, so the aesthetic sucks. Alright, fair enough. Doing business means accepting trade-offs, nekobun. Like, maybe the next 2 offers will be more to your liking? Hey, nekobun, glad to see you showed up, Team P2W. We need fresh blood in the scene to keep it from stagnating. You are fresh. Blade joysticks, yeah, so this is Mad Catz. Makers professional style fighting game joysticks. Actually, to be fair, Mad Catz products got okay when they got into the fight stick scene. Like, less bad than their like cheap controller fodder leading up to it. Watch us sponsor your team all the way to the top. Our team salaries can't compete with the top draws, I'll admit that. But you get all the free hardware and controllers you'll ever need. Could also be an analog for Razer. Sign with us and making sure you're all kitted out. Sound good? Let me know.
I don't think that's a good idea.
They mean well, but the reason Blade can't offer a lot of money is because they're probably going out of business in a few years. Blade controllers are the 2-player sticks you let your cousin use. Exactly, I nailed it. You don't want them wrecking your good joysticks. Oh, I'm not shutting Jinx out on this. So, can you go no sponsorship? I feel like that's just not gonna happen. We'll see. Plus, I literally can't use their joysticks. They're too stiff. It hurts my wrists. If you want to trade your keyboard for a Blade, feel free. But personally, I won't be using their gear. Sorry. Piles of free gear would save us some money, but if Grace and Jinx both don't like Blade, and I can't say like the idea of ditching good old Beiji, the 101 keyboard for a joystick just to keep them happy. You could have everyone else in the team other than Jinx use Blades if you want to keep your competitive keyboard edge. There are options. Okay. Also, there's one more candidate to consider, and if I may lend my own biased view, I think they're exactly what we need. We gotta! It's pizza on a bagel! Good to talk to you, Curry. We here in the Pizza Yums family have been following your story closely. Everyone loves an underdog. We'd love to sponsor you. We've got experience helping people build their brand and can really get you to the next level. We can't offer as much money as a more esports-focused company. We also don't have any demands in return. We just want to help you soar. It would help if you were a bit more family-friendly, though. Let's talk. Just drop me a line and we'll arrange to pay entrance fees to tournaments for you, if nothing else.
No way.
Zapper, I love you, but I also love Pizza Yums. Plus, pizza bagels taste like school glue on cardboard. Hey, that's mean.
I must protest.
Oh no. Oh shoot. Shoot. Are they on the BDS list? Pizza Yums is run by capitalist thugs who line their pockets by pushing processed garbage food of highly dubious nutritional value. In addition, they sponsored many an event at Deco's Palace. Excuse me, the Palace. The pinnacle of an anti-arcade. I say nay. Dang it. So no matter who I pick, I upset someone? Seriously? Seems that way. Sorry, nekobun. But these are tough decisions you need to make when you're in a position of leadership. I'll accept your decision no matter what. But you may lose standing with two of them, depending on what you decide. I guess crowdfunding isn't an option? Not for the amount of money we'll need for travel and tournament expenses. Even the cheapest of the offers will get us more than a GoFundMe would. Right, decision time's then. Okay. Bottomless money and endorsement, decent money and free gaming hardware, for okay money, few restrictions. I also like the hands-off approach of the sponsor with the Pizza Yum. So I mean, we gotta come on. I made the video with dropping the pizza on the bagel back in the day. We gotta. I'm sorry, Zapper. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. And we have just enough resources to make this happen if we go Pizza Yums.
Meh.
Fine, whatevs. I'm not toning myself down, but at least we don't have to drink battery acid or play with junky joysticks. I'm not pleased, but I sworn my oath to your service. I will hold my oath without complaint. More Pizza Yums for me. Although I rather hope they don't look too deeply at what, or rather who is in your pocket, nekobun.
Sounds good.
And that's all the managerial decisions you'll need to make today. I let out a long exhale, leaning back in my chair. It's more stressful than I thought it'd be. But you're doing so well, and you'll only get better at it in time. With me in your pocket, figuratively and literally, there's no way you can lose. I mean, you can still lose the FA2 matches, but still. I have a lot of functionality you haven't even tapped yet, you know? If you want me to, I can get you leverage to negotiate for more from your sponsor. Leverage, as in, blackmail? You'd be surprised how many embarrassing details are perfectly public if you know how to search for them. What do you say? Alright, no federal crimes. I'll consider it a possibility, because if it's corporate espionage, like, yeah, if it's corporate blackmail, corporate secrets for, like, fudging. Not gonna lie, if we can squeeze more money out of our sponsor, preferably quietly without any backlash, it may be worth considering. Yes, exactly. And you can count on me to take care of it quietly. I'm a digital scalpel, not a digital broadsword. I'm not saying let's go ahead and blackmail people, but theoretically, what sort of information could you find? Just about anything. What do you want me to look for in general? Embarrassing. I don't want to imply individual people with the party photos, and I support embarrassing fan fiction regardless. Crimes of their own? Or the less I know. You know what? Crimes of their own. They did say they were a bastard corporation, so go for the hard stuff. Crimes they thought they got away with. If you're going to blackmail someone, you should really aim high. And if they don't cooperate, they go to jail. Civil's up. So, we should threaten them with exposure of criminal activity. Okay, if you need me to find some dirt on anyone, just say the word. I can do that. Now, you should go freshen up. Team practice starts soon, and you still need to catch the subway over to good, clean fun. Onward, Mr. Manager. nekobun. Onward, Mr. nekobun. At least that's over with. All I need to do now is go down to the arcade and kick some virtual ass. I know we can do that at least. No more wrangling strong personalities. No more settling conflicts. Just doing what I was born to do. Play games. Right? What weird shit's gonna happen? Right. Except, well... matchmaking is taking forever. It has literally been 2 minutes. It has literally been 2 minutes. What was it? A little higher pitch on them, wasn't it? It's literally been 2 minutes, Zapper. Oh, no, that's right. Domino is he, him. Rhapsody is they, them. Okay. I went in mixed up and then didn't unmix myself. And I think we missed last week, so. Yeah, I know. Forever. How are we supposed to practice matches get practice matches in if the servers can't find anybody at our skill level? It's gotta be your earlobe dragging us down or something. Or yours dragging us up. High-ranked pros aren't always playing this early in the day, you know. Having only a single FOD 2 machine in the entire arcade, plus a slow day for online matchmaking, means practice is moving at a snail's pace. On the plus side, while Dom and Zap are busy getting their rounds in, I'm free to wander around and chat with people. Probably do the best. I haven't spent much time getting to know them yet. I should take advantage of this quiet moment. Doubt I can visit everyone before it's my turn at bat, but I can squeeze some socializing in. Who do I want to chat? Who do I want to chat with? Alright, so they're playing, so we can't talk to them yet. Honestly, Jinx and Grace. So like Grace's techie angle. With good clean fun being a trifecta of greasy food, clean clothes, and hot arcade action, it's not too surprising to see my arcade friends washing underwear and stuff. Grace is chatting away with Jinx while folding mostly black clothing from the dryer. Jinx, for her part, occasionally glances at her phone while talking. How many socks have you lost to the sock goblins today? A few, but sock goblins aren't real. And maybe it's Grace? Unlikely. Besides, Grace is helping me get my clothes sorted out. It'd be counterproductive. She does your laundry?
Bad idea.
Can't exactly carry a giant basket of clothes with these arms. Used to use a wagon, tug along on wheels. But it's less tiring to get some help with stuff like this, and Grace volunteered. Always happy to lend a Always happy to lend... I forgot what voice I was doing for her earlier, sorry. Always happy to lend a hand to my BFF. It's a good opportunity to just chat and relax, you know? Oh, am I interrupting chat and relax times? No, it's fine, Something grabs Jinx's attention, her eyes flicking down to her phone while Grace continues folding black t-shirts. Grace, that car you were talking about? The Asimov? Yes? Oh. Tesla analog. And Jinx turns her around to show the news headline. Self-driving car kills driver in accident. Alarmed, Grace nearly drops the shirt she was folding.
Oh, no.
Okay, so a little huskier for Grace. Got it. It says here that it was swerving to avoid someone who screwed up and drifted out of their lane, someone who would have died either way. Still, not great for Asimov. That's really disappointing. Even beyond my condolences for that poor man behind the wheel. A lot of us in the AI development community were really pulling for the Asimov. It could have solved a lot of our infrastructure and transportation problems. Build a fucking train! I love you, Grace, but goddamn. Maybe they can fix the bug and the negative PR won't switch the project entirely? Doubtful. Problem is people. Any crappy human drivers on the road introduce X factors that an Asimov can't always solve for. Sometimes I think people can't be trusted with cars. We're too reckless and too inattentive for those high-speed metal bricks. Alright, can't driving skills simply be taught? That's why I don't own a car. I'd be unsafe at any speed. I feel like joking over death might not be the best idea right now. Trolley problem seems like too much of a non sequitur. You're a professional virtual racer. Can't driving skills simply be taught? Well, hold on. Driving is... Okay. Well, once you're pretty much nailed, given your ability... When you pretty much nailed given your ability to drive a virtual car, what if we required more extensive driver's education before we let people behind the wheel? I'd be in favor, of course. Doubt anyone else would be, but public safety is more important than some lazy whiners. But even a skilled driver can lose focus or make a bad decision. All it takes is one bad decision. Sometimes I think if every car was run by code, it'd all flow smoothly, optimally, safely. Even America would never give up driving. Yeah, that's unlikely. Even aside from one's independent spirit and freedom of movement, people don't trust AI yet.
That's unfortunate.
And sadly, this incident won't help improve Asimov's chances at acceptance in the mainstream. Iris, industry has to keep pushing forward. Don't necessarily agree with that. We'll go with the Iris route. She seems compassionate enough to make the right choices. What if self-driving cars were based on the Iris technology? It feels like she's light years ahead of what they got now. Oh, she is. She's definitely capable. But Iris is a general-purpose AI, with a general-purpose set of skills. She can learn via download and outperform most humans, true, but... Given the importance of this, a hyper-focused driving AI would be preferable. Clean, efficient, fast, and perfect. In theory, anyway. I love science. I love science. Not in that goofy, oh my god, science rules way you see on Facewall or Twitter. I'm a firm believer in both the human spirit and the ability to improve upon the human condition through science.
That's wonderful.
Robotics, biohacking, space exploration, everything. There's a bright future ahead of us if we're willing to put the old attitudes aside and reach for it. With the last of the laundry folded, Grace packs clothes up in a plastic laundry basket. I'm feeling better now, and I'm sure Asimov will bounce back from this. Good to hear. Good to hear.
See you later.
Excuse us, nekobun. Grace and I gotta drag this stuff back to my place. Okay, we'll come back in time for team practice. I'm sure the FOD2 machine will be available soon. Won't be gone long. I literally live 3 floors up, and the apartment's over at GCF. Oh, hey, that's handy. Definitely. Alright, Domino and Zap are still playing, so it's off to see someone else. Who's next? Like, Loxley's hot, and I like his attitude, but he is... I do not like the Robin Hood act. It's a bit much for me. And Rhapsody's more of a mystery to me, honestly. Aren't they formerly from the rival team? I find Rhapsody in the far back booth in the pizzeria. They're fiddling with their phone. I wander my way back to where they're sitting, and upon arrival, I notice a whole mess of papers and drawings strewn across the table surface. You trying to solve a murder mystery, or put together the pieces of a conspiracy theory? Rhapsody smiles wildly and looks up at me. All I'm missing is the red yarn tying everything together. Exactly, so which is it? Neither. Look for yourself. What do you see? I do as they say and actually take a look at the papers, but it's mostly illegible. Rhapsody could be a doctor with that writing, or a child doctor. Well, if your handwriting were better. Hey now, not fair. Okay, so my chicken scratch isn't the most legible, but surely you can see beyond that. Once again peer and see beyond the words. It's lists. Complete list of matchups, counters, a tier list, and also details. Oh god, I fucking hate tier lists. Details included about them. I already know a fair amount of this just from playing, but there are matchups and combo moves on Rhapsody's notes that I haven't really thought about. Matchup lists make sense to me, but tier lists, there's almost always a way to break them if you... And they're always subjective. You are extremely detail-oriented. Thanks for noticing. Now, why don't you stop hovering over me like a creep and join me? I acquiesce and slide into the seat across from Rhapsody. And even before I have a chance to prod them further with questions, they begin answering them. I'm just trying to put down everything I know about FOD2 on paper into something cohesive so I can share it with everyone. We're a team now, a legit one. Everyone will need to be on their best game, always. Everyone needs to know the why of every action we perform. Cause and effect. It's important. We can only learn so much by playing the game, but studying how the game works, exploiting the movesets, seeing which combos overpower others. Rhapsody looks up at me and smiles gently.
That's what I'm talking about.
If we are doing this, we're doing it right. Right? I'm touched. This is no small amount of work to put all this out there on paper. This really will help us boost us to the next level. I know not everybody's on board with heavy study, particularly Zapper, but if we're going to make it an effort, I agree, let's make it a serious effort. Any amount of new information will help us improve. I am down with getting intel, though, so. Agreed, and I know you've got your hands full as manager, so it's the least I can do to help. Rhapsody pauses, elbows resting on the table, and places their head upon their entwined fingers. They gaze directly into my eyes, and I can sense a fire in them. I want to win this. So do I. No, I don't think you understand. I really, really want to win this. So do I. Really, really. Rhapsody chuckles softly.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I guess we're one and the same, and we best win, or there'll be 2 of us crying. Not long ago, Rhapsody didn't even want to play, and now they're dying to win, making flashcards, getting really serious about the whole thing. What changed, honestly? Rhapsody inhales a sharp breath, shocked by the question, but soon relaxes into themselves. Seeming to know exactly what I'm referring to. I've never tasted victory, but I've watched plenty of my friends suckle from that teat. What's the phrase? Always the bridesmaid? Ha! Rhapsody considers how to phrase things before speaking. I've always had a talent for puzzle solving. There's a certain excitement, a feeling you can't quite put into words working through a puzzle, isn't there? Yes. Your brain sees all the different pathways, all the options before you, and then weighs them all out separately. If there's more than one way for success, one has to determine which is the best way. That's not even including outside factors. And when you solve that puzzle, it's like a reward just for yourself. You don't share that triumph with others, it's just between you and the puzzle. It's the same in competitive games, they're just bigger and more intricate puzzles to solve. Pleased with the explanation, they smile at me. So it's no one's surprise when I fell head over heels with competitive games. From Smash Brothers to FOD, I played them all. And with each new game, I learned it in its entirety. All the combos, all the perfect executions, the matchups. Otherwise, how else would I be able to solve the puzzle? Well, Rhapsody, it seems we both have autism. No, it's not a thing you have. It's a reference. Alright. I even shared with the others those details. Showed them how to defeat anyone and win. I taught them everything I knew. They climbed and won and took home championship titles. They succeed. And as for me, that was one puzzle you couldn't solve. Rhapsody nodded solemnly. So I gave up. Why even try it when you're just going to fail? It's not worth it, is it? How could I know so much about a game and not ever succeed?
It was my fault.
Knowledge and execution are two complete, they're related animals, but they are different animals. Those thoughts consumed me and I found it affecting me. So I focused on teaching others instead. I could find at least a small bit of happiness in their victories. I was safer that way. Rhapsody takes a long, reflective pause. And looking back at it all, I do find pleasure through others' successes. I'm glad to be that person people turn to for guidance. But there's still a part of me that can't let go of that desire. Oh, geez, look at me. I've gone off monologuing for way too long, nekobun. Don't hesitate to interrupt me. All what Rhapsody's saying, I think I understand. I can empathize with Rhapsody's feelings of wanting to succeed on something that stopped them in the past. Accomplishment is important, and to win means that you've succeeded in your goals. You'll have solved the unsolvable. And now you want to try again? Exactly. Now you know why Second Players Club must win. Now's my time to finally succeed. I'm hopeful we can win, especially with all your help, Rhapsody. You're a valuable part of this team. Rhapsody smiles warmly at me.
Yeah.
Thanks, I'm glad to be part of Second Players Club. And then the mood changes dramatically as Rhapsody's attention shifts from the mess before them. They begin scooping up all the strewn about papers and stuffing them into their pockets. Oh dang, I still have to type all these notes for everyone. No one here can read my handwriting either. Teacher's got to write out the syllabus, so to speak. Don't worry, I'll be back in time for my matches. There's an internet cafe around the corner and this will take no time. And in a rush, Rhapsody slides from the booth and I watch them wave to Ben and Matt as they leave the pizzeria. Rhapsody left in such a hurry, I hope that everything with them is okay. Maybe they're just excited about the chance to really win this time. Regardless, I should see what everyone else is up to. Domino and Zephyr are still playing, so it's off to see someone else. Who's next? I'll probably do Loxley. I guess we could do Ben and Matt. We only have one slot left. I do like Ben and Matt. Sorry, Loxley. Food sounds like a good idea. I may be tangled up in practice sessions all afternoon, so a heavy slice of za would be advisable.
Good day. A fine day indeed.
Okay.
Your first day as a manager. How exciting. What can we get?
I'm sorry, but Lilting Graham Stark always throws me a little bit.
Executive.
Please, just nekobun. And I'll keep it simple today. Just cheese lovers pizza.
Can't be too cheesy, I always say, even if my bowels occasionally say otherwise.
Thank you for oversharing. One piping hot slice of the good stuff slides over to me. I open the box to nosh on it, too eager to go find a table first.
Full of pep today. I would have thought your first shot at managerial duties would grind you down into a tiny, quivering wad of stressed-out jelly.
Please don't remind me. I'm trying to avoid liquefying myself. When I was here yesterday, I didn't realize that becoming our team's manager was one step on my dream ladder.
Sometimes the ladder to our dreams has missing steps. In that case, it can be difficult to climb by yourself.
Ben's right. No need to burden just yourself, especially when there are people around you who've had some experience at making dreams happen.
Who?
Us. Matt's talking about us.
Indeed. we'd be happy to impart our learned wisdom upon the younger.
It's almost like this is a sequel to another game or something. Okay. Blow off stress, interpersonal conflicts, pump them up. Fuck finances. Interpersonal conflicts. We're all friends in Second Players Club, but conflicts are going to come up. I can always sense some tension between a few of them. As manager, it's my job to keep... I don't really sense that much tension, but okay. It's my job to keep everybody happy, right? How can I solve those conflicts?
So sure about that.
Ooh, that's a tricky one. Especially since, well, you can't actually keep everybody happy. Ideally, yes, happiness is a lovely thing, but more often than not, there has to be compromise. Comfortable middle ground between two clashing points of view. An acceptable solution, if not an ideal one. My apologies to Graham and Jacob for not really hitting the impersonations here, but okay. You're not responsible for an ideal state of perfect happiness. You're responsible for making them as happy as possible. Responsibilities on top of, you know, playing Pod 2. This is still a lot for me.
Indubitably.
Undoubtedly.
You can do the thing. We believe in you. But you barely know me. We're excellent judges of character. Say, do you know who nekobun reminds me of? A young nekobun? So it did pick up my data from the save from the last one. Well, I'm glad I went with a different real name in this one. Indeed, that same spark of destiny, I'd say. Really going places. Who? Oh, this was a few years back. You wouldn't know the details. We went into business together for a time, ran a cozy little barcade, but eventually we sought new horizons, pizza-flavored ones.
Never know quite where life will take you. Something Matt and I have experienced firsthand.
Indeed. We started out running a donut shop and bookstore.
Oh yeah, that is what it was in the first one. You ran both a donut shop and a bookstore? How do you manage to run two businesses at once?
Running one business.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because they slipped you books with your orders, your donut orders.
The whole story. Ah, such halcyon days of literature and sugar.
Sadly, shifting demographics and the opening of a high-end cafe named La Biblio the Q du Croissant signaled the end of that venture.
He mangled it.
Another sad tale of local business crushed by Big Donut and Big Book.
Not that we let it bring us down. No, we moved right along to our next idea. Pizza, laundry, and video games.
Yeah, I think I mashed up in my brain the pizzeria aspect because there was the Chuck E. Cheese equivalent that you were up against in the first one. I'm sorry, this was your go-to idea?
Absolutely.
Positively.
My point is, you may never know where you'll end up, but the journey to get there will certainly be interesting.
That's fair.
You weren't expecting to manage an esports team, but look, you're managing an esports team. Isn't that something?
Wear the mark of chaos with pride. Surf the wave. Ride the snake.
The rattlesnake.
That means something entirely different, Matt.
It does.
Aww.
Ben contemplates his next words as their back and forth stream of consciousness finally pauses for brief moments. I mean, be honest, where did you actually see yourself in 10 years' time? Dark Apartment is definitely real world vibes, but, trophy, no. They added in a shocking tuna fish mishap. Yeah. I'd always assumed I'd live fast, die hard, and leave an incredibly hilarious and slightly confusing obituary. Like being crushed by a grand piano or driving a clown car over Niagara Falls or something. Hey, take as many clowns with you on the way out, if you gotta. Glad to hear you'll be leaving a different legacy then. No doubt your friends in Second Players Club can steer you true. And if you need any further assistance with that turning into a viral news headline, just let us know. We're happy to lend advice. Please note that advice lent in this manner has a 6-day return policy, or late fees will be collected. Now then, next order, please. That's when I noticed the very long line forming behind me of people waiting for Ben and Matt to get on with it. I mumbled an apology, then scamper off to devour my pizza. I'm not sure Ben and Matt work as the obligatory substitute father figures in the grand narrative of my new life, but at the very least, they make for cool uncles. Okay, seriously, what's taking so long? Domino and Zapper should have completed a few matches by now. Curious, I decided to go check in on them. Are they having a fight-o? When arriving at the center of the arcade, I see them in the middle of a pretty intense match, with everyone else just sort of watching from the sidelines. Curious, I join the fringe of the group to see what's going on.
Oh, for sake. That's the third time I've been ganked. Domino, get your skinny ass up here and defend me.
Can't talk, swarmed by ninja. Or ninjas? Do you pluralize ninja, or is ninja already plural?
Ninja is already plural.
Shut the up and help me. We're gonna lose this match if you don't get your act together.
I don't like how confrontational she's getting.
Diving into my lane to save my bacon when they roasted me in round 1, Zapper-chan.
I'll bail you out when you learn the difference between your joystick and your...
Oh good, they're fighting. Just what I was hoping for. Some interpersonal drama to sort out.
Finally, you decide to stop twiddling your thumbs and dive my lane. Honestly, Domino, you've got the speed and grace of a garbage truck.
Are we trash talking then? Is that what's expected of me? Okay, I can trash talk. Because you've built your life entirely around this game while pushing your friends away, you're probably going to die alone and unloved.
Damn.
In a decade or so, your reflexes will be too shot to do the one thing you were any good at.
Well, that's just too fucking real.
You'll be like a high school quarterback with nothing at the end of the road, but alcoholism and loneliness.
God damn.
Also, you smell like poop. Well, did I talk trash of sufficient quality to earn your admiration, Zapper?
Buh? Buh? Exactly 3 seconds of absolutely horrified silence follow as Zapper's expression slides perfectly from terror to rage. And then she makes that rage known, rather directly. With instinctive anger, she uses both hands to give Domino a hard shove away from her, which causes him to stumble, trip over his ratty old backpack he'd left on the floor, and fall on his rear. Everyone in Second Players Club stands speechless as Domino sits on the floor with Zapper looming over him. While unrealistically everyone's staring, Zapper stammers, lips moving silently, before she finally blurts out a retort.
I quit. Screw this. Screw you all. I'm going home.
With determination, she shoves past the rest of the group, on her way out the door to leave good clean fun, presumably forever.
Oh no.
Oh no, 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 no. Grace, it's okay. Deep breaths.
This can't be happening.
It's happening again, isn't it? It's all coming apart. I should have stepped in. I knew this would happen. No, the one who should have stepped in quicker was me. I know what Domino's capable of, what Zapper's capable of. Let's go get a soda and relax a bit while they sort this out, okay? Oh, okay. Right, rock, paper, scissors then? On 3. 1. What? I'm sad to say this isn't the first time those two have had a bit of an altercation. Well, the first time Zap has quit the team. First time she's ever shoved someone, mind you. That's a bit of an escalation. So we're trying to figure out which one of us is going to chase down Zapper and who's going to tend to Domino. It's only at that moment I notice Domino has indeed slinked off somewhere, silently leaving the scene of the crime. Maybe I should be doing this. I'm the manager, right? I need to manage my team. HR duties aside, it might help to hear it from us. We've known both of them for a little bit longer. Agreed, this is an admirable suggestion, but it would be best if we handle this. We've done it before, and have no qualms doing it again. And again, and again. Moving in stagnation. That's why I'm here, right? I already said they needed me. Even Zapper agreed the team desperately needed fresh blood. I'm not willing to step in here. This sort of thing is just going to happen again. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not for weeks, but at the very least, I can overrule their rock, paper, scissors and take on one of these two myself. Thanks for wanting to take care of this, but I'm going to help too. I'm not only their manager, but I'm their friend too. So I'm in. Both Rhapsody and Loxley give me a solemn nod. Then I need to decide who I want to go after. We're going to go talk to Zapper. I feel like hopefully she'll, like, I can also, like, lay it a little bit, like, you gotta not get down Zapper's ass, or Domino's ass. I better go after Zapper. She said she's going home. Where does she live? All the way across town. She'd be taking the subway, but you might catch up to her if you start running. One foot in front of the other. Got it. Good luck with Domino. Worry not, my friend. Rhapsody and I will handle him with care. She seemed like she was actually hurt, too. So, like, emotionally, I mean. But, yeah. It's a big city. I can't find Zapper before she hops a train. I'll have to cross the whole thing looking for her. Running at top speed, I nearly take a tumble down the stairs to the subway station in my effort to get to her quickly. Fortunately, I spot her, getting on a train headed to Midtown. I barely squeeze through the doors of her car before it takes off. This would be funnier if there wasn't like an actual like Mountain Dew amp brand. I think it's dead again, but I did mean to check out that QR code, but alright. By the time I can actually approach, I'm so out of breath I can barely do more than wheeze and gasp. Zapper, just a moment. She passes a hand in front of her face, wiping at her eye. I know it. Wiping at her eyes before casting an annoyed look my way. The fuck you doing here? Let me guess, you won the rock, paper, scissors showdown. Or...
This is messy.
Look, you can forget it, okay? I'm done. Burned to the bridge. No going back. I'm done. I'm out. It's over. I'm a lousy fit for the team, anyway. Forcing air back into my lungs, I really need to do cardio, clearly. I speak up to protest that. I'm a run neutral. Hang on, why exactly do you think you're a lousy fit for the team? Can't be a matter of ambition. We're joining the Pro Tour, remember? Zapper, please, talk to me. Put it in your own words. What's going on here? Damn it. She sniffs back a sob, not wanting to visibly or audibly crack, but her voice is definitely quieter. Hard to hear over the rumble of the subway. Because I'm an asshole. No two ways around it. I've got no chill, and a temper like a powder keg. I'm packed full of apathy, not empathy. That works fine when I'm by my lonesome, dominating fools and FOD too, but with friends? No. I'm the bad guy. I can't help it. Okay, sorry, something popped on my phone. Let's see if it's important. It's not. She pauses after that, trying to figure out her words before actually saying them, hoping to explain what she means.
Let me put it to you this way. They're all good people. Better people than me. They keep allowing me to up. It's okay, we still love you, Zapper. But I hurt Domino. That wasn't harsh language, that was literal violence.
Just one shove.
And don't give me, oh, you didn't really mean to hurt him. He just tripped over his bag, because so what?
Well, I appreciate she's like taking account for it.
It can't be forgiven. It shouldn't be forgiven. I'm an abusive jerk, and I don't deserve it. I'm an asshole. Jinx may think she's the cursed one, but if anyone's gonna drag this team down to the depths, it's me. Because I don't know how not to be a piece of shit. Don't you see? I can't go back. I wouldn't inflict myself on my own worst enemy, much less on my friends.
And Zapper goes quiet, looking at her toes rather than meeting my gaze. Not entirely sure what I can do to fix this. I don't think I can just pour emotional reassurance over her head and call it a day. She's buried so deep in self-loathing that it'd just make it worse if I offer empty platitudes. But I shouldn't just let her go, right? I can't take it on face value that she really wants to abandon her friends. Zapper, do you want to come back to the team?
Want's got nothing to do with it. I can't. It'd be no good for anyone if I come back. Give it a few weeks and this whole mess will happen.
Also, being afraid of your bad habits, also something I can definitely jive with. Wrong. And here's why. I feel like I hate to go the neutral route, but this is where I really like, yeah. Alright, if you're worried the same thing will happen again, don't. I'm here for all of us. Things will change. Folks are seriously stuck in a rut, aren't you? If you keep making mistakes and they keep forgiving you, that's a hell of a loop to repeat. But there's an X factor in play you aren't considering, Zapper. What's that? Me. The fact that they could literally play rock, paper, scissors to see who would check on you says that this has become way too common. Sort of thing happens again, I'll step in and cut it off. I know what to look for now, and I'm gonna let the cycle repeat. Consider me your combo breaker. I'm the one who's gonna bust you out of loop just by existing. It's true, we never had a manager before, or even a newcomer to our little insular gang. I mean, the newest recruit is Loxley, and he came on board like 3 years ago. That's stagnation. Okay, you keep me in check, and I'll be willing to come back. Make sense? Makes sense. Zapper looks around, realizing for the first time that we've been zooming along at high speed during this entire exchange.
Well,
let's switch trains and head back. I'll pay your fare. It's only fair. I'll use the time to figure out how I'm going to apologize to Domino for the assault and the trash talk. Probably the worst I've felt in years. Normally someone comes at me all like, yo, Zapper, you go too far. And I'm like, meh, whatevs. But this time it's a friend that you hurt. Yeah. I need to win back everyone's trust after what I did. And bowing before Domino to beg forgiveness, it's a start. Only a start. On the plus side, I've got Mr. Manager to keep me in line from now on, right? Please, just nekobun. You got it, Mr. Manager nekobun, sir. With our confidence restored, we ride out the rest of the trip back to good, clean fun and higher spirits. Arcade spirits, if you will. So, despite these two having a bit of an audience in the form of their collective friends and allies, it's like they're in their own isolated world at the moment. Nobody chirps in from the sidelines to let them hash it out without interference. Do you want to do this? Do I apologize, then you apologize, or you apologize, then I apologize? Or do we just apologize at the same time? Let's do that. Okay. I shouldn't have trash talked you. I shouldn't have tried to hurt you with words. I like the overlaid icons, though. I feel terrible for hurting you. That was inexcusable. I knew it hurt just you to say that, and I have no excuse. I don't actually want to quit the team if you allow me to come back. I don't want you to quit the team. I'll forgive you if you'll forgive me. From now on, I'll try hard to keep my aggression and apathy in check. I need to do better at stopping myself before I go too far. So, friends? I know I'm a mess, but we're still friends, right? Despite me being a weirdo. Hey, don't call yourself a weirdo. I get that you're working through stuff. You're less of a mess than most people I know, honestly. From now on, I reserve my trash talk for our mutual blood enemies. And I'll save my pithy commentary for people who disrespect you. And I think you better stop there before it gets any more touchy-feely. I don't mind touchy-feely, but that's cool. We got it all out. All good now? We good. With their word soup spilled all over the floor, they seem satisfied with the results, even if I could only follow about half of that. The relief spreads to the rest of the team soon after.
That sounds great.
Thank goodness. Maybe things can get back to normal now. Better than normal, I'd say. Didn't even have to force the apology out of Zapper this time. It's important to have a cohesive team, and I think we all just got extra sticky. I'm glad we were able to resolve it all.
Marvelous.
Indeed, together we are an unstoppable force. We must endeavor not to allow strife to pull us apart again. A very upbeat note to end on, even if team dysfunction led us to need an upbeat note in the first place. It's probably naive of me to hope I could just join a team, kick some butt, and win the glory. Real relationships are never quite that clean. They take work. Still, I've clearly brought Zapper a bit further than ever before. Maybe my words will help break whatever cycle they were stuck in. Now to refocus the team. Okay, practice time, Second Players Club. We're great to see everything worked out, but let's not forget why we're here today. We've only got one FOD2 machine, so we'll have to take turns. Let's see, who's going next?
Hello.
Hello.
Pardon the interruption. May we barge in unceremoniously? You want to play FOD2 next? What? No. We come bearing gifts. Unimaginable treasure in envelope form. Matt presses a sealed document into my hands, printed on a sort of paper you normally reserve for grand historical declarations. It even has an official-looking seal with a fancy letter H embossed on the wax. Are we being summoned to a tribunal of some sort? Do I need a lawyer, or a powdered wig, or a designated second for trial by combat? Even better, you're being invited to a local game tournament, a very exclusive one, being hosted by an old friend of ours. It seems that your triumph over Team Play to Win is really opening doors. He doesn't even open those doors just to anyone you see. It's the rich guy. I forgot his name. I think it was like Hassan, actually, but... A legendary figure in arcade culture, lurking beneath the surface, only emerging for impromptu and spectacular galas of gaming delight. And you're invited to his latest affair. Isn't that nice?
Look at you.
Color us impressed at your ability to make an impression. I'm colored. I'm impressed. Curious, I break the seal and read the letter. Greetings, Second Players Club. You are summoned forth this evening to do battle against other mighty warriors and claim riches untold. I think that's about where his accent was in the first one. To participate in this exclusive tournament, Come to the Arcade Surplus Warehouse at 23rd Street by sundown. Those who arrive late shall not be admitted. For the winning team, the ultimate prize at the end of this furious battle, their very own Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. This invitation allows nekobun and a partner of their choosing to participate in the main tournament. However, the rest of your team is encouraged to accompany you and frolic in the festivities. There shall be plenty of social amusements and hot competition for everyone. May the odds be ever in your favor. Signed, your benevolent benefactor, Hamza. That was it. What's a Hamza? Is that a new kind of pizza? Or Hamza, so. No, Hamza. The second H is implied, different twist on the syllable. Hamza is a legendary game finder and auctioneer. I'm giving everybody an accent now. Normally he sells or trades for the games he acquires, but it seems he's set up a tournament to let players win games. Whoa, okay, this could be big for us. For my initial research, which admittedly was just me saying, hey Iris, search the web for how to launch an esports team. You got it, nekobun. Now searching. Rhetorical statement, Iris. But yeah, taking part in local tournaments is a terrific way to get a new team off the ground. It's a hell of an opportunity. And having a second FOD 2 machine would solve a lot of problems, now that I think about it. Team practice would go far more smoothly. Okay, we accept the invitation. Let's do this. Splendid. Wonderful. See, our work here is done. Away we go. Alright, listen up, team. If you want to network with local pros and play some games, tag along. Sounds like everybody can come. I believe I'll bow to this one.
Most unfortunate.
I'm afraid I have other affairs to attend to on this fine eve, but I wish you all the best on your path to glory. Okay. Sure thing. Oh, that he's bowing out so quickly. Maybe he's got plans to get banned from a few new arcades, or he's joining a midnight protest or something. Or he knows Hamza, or he knows somebody else who's going to be at the tournament. Granted, I've only seen him in an arcade context. I have no idea what he does in his actual free time. Not sure I'm up for playing a tournament tonight. Travel's rough on me, especially to, what the invite say? A warehouse? Dodgy. It's okay, Jinx. You can just hang out a bit, head home whenever you want. Not sure it's my scene either, honestly. Well, we'll still come with you, nekobun. Fly the team colors, shake the pom-poms, whatevs. Absolutely, for Second Players Club. Okay, so that means we'll be teaming with... Well, I can pick Rhapsody, but even if things ended well with Zap or Domino, leaving them to their own devices together might be risky. Instead, I'll tag team with one of them tonight. Who should I enter the tournament with? They keep throwing Zapper at me right now, so... we'll go with that for now. Zapper, you're with me. Let's huff, puff, and blow their house down.
Be my pure awesomeness.
I'm down to be the big bad wolf. Count me in. I'd love to win us a second FOD 2 machine. No glory for Domino, it seems. Overlooked again. So sad, so tragic. Domino, you can stick with, you can stick with me tonight? We can watch our opponents from afar and give nekobun and Zapper the inside scoop. Oh, I'm not complaining. I love being picked last. Anything to delay getting a mild concussion from a dodgeball a few moments longer. I think I'll head home, actually. It's been a weird day, and I could use the time to de-stress. You wacky kids have fun, you hear? Sounds like we got a plan. Now let's practice a bunch, grab some dinner, and hop a train to this event. And run an ad. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna run a ad to kill the pre-rolls, and I'll be back in 3 minutes. Well, it might be longer than 3 minutes, because I do have to use the restroom. So let me get a text thing whipped up real quick here. Actually, I forgot I had a bathroom one sitting around. Oh. There we go. All right, yeah, so ads and bathroom, so BRB. All right, we're hopping a train to this event. Burn so hard the village becomes a massive fire hazard. We will destroy. Oh. Go burn the house down, metaphorically and possibly literally, depending on how many exposed and unsafe electrical outlets are found. With our team spirit restored from this morning's incident, Second Players Club gets to work preparing for the tournament to come. As the sun starts to set, we make our way over to the warehouse where the tournament will be held. At first, I wonder if we have the wrong address. This is a largely empty and industrial part of town. We're surrounded by empty factories, condemned buildings, and artifacts of last decade's recession. But the doors to the warehouse are open. There's light and noise coming from inside. So either we stumbled across a rave, or we're right where we need to be, which could also be a rave. Oh god. Of course they had to include animatronics. I can't read what the streets one says. Nope, still looks creepy and disturbing from the inside. Hopefully they don't redo the Polybius thing. It's a dumping ground for old arcade games, as someone's long-forgotten treasure trove now being used as an underground fight club. I had to think of what sort of eight-legged monstrosities lurk in every darkened corner of this place, waiting to consume your living soul. Unlike me, my teammates are mostly unfazed, and split off into their own small groups. Jinx and Grace settle to find somewhere they can relax and have a good spot to see the games from. Rhapsody said they wanted to check in on some casting friends, leaving me and Zapper alone. I turned to my teammate, not exactly sure what to make of this place. Is this really what arcade tournaments look like? I mean, my involvement in RL competitions mostly consists of watching Evo from the comfort of my bedroom, but this seems messy. And possibly massively haunted.
Awesome sauce!
Oh man, this is some old school magic. I once attended a tournament which was a couple of people huddled around a laptop hooked to a makeshift back alley power outlet. You ask me, the rougher around the edges, the better. This is true. You keep the glitz and glamour of the televised esports event. I want the scene. Huh, so this is more grassroots than the stuff I'm used to then. So grassy, you can practically feel it betwixt your toes. It's good for us, nekobun. Good for Second Players Club. We need to get out of our comfort zone. I'm currently pretty freaking far from my comfort zone. It doesn't get out much, apparently. I know it's fall and pumpkin spice is all the rage, but it's not Spoopstoberween Day yet. In fact, I've felt a bit paralyzed, just loitering by the entrance to the warehouse, not wanting to wander too far to those darkened depths. Fortunately, or unfortunately, someone found us and approached anyway, despite my lack of desire to go any deeper. Let's cheer up a bit here. Okay. Well. Look, Chad, we've got ourselves some genuine celebrities at this event. Lance and Chad from L7 Gaming. They used to be white hot 5 years ago, but haven't picked up any noteworthy wins since then. Aren't you two from that cute little gang that hangs out at the laundromat? Saw you on Fight Stick earlier. Right, the GBC team or something like that. Well, I think they call themselves Second Players Club now. Well, isn't that special? Why do they look like Hank and Dean Venture? So very, very special. I feel special inside just being in the presence of such wonderful people. Take my advice, nekobun. Go home. You don't deserve to be here. Great, haven't been here 2 minutes and we've already somehow made an enemy. Do I try and smooth this over or just run with it? Oh, no, we're not. I'm not ending this peacefully. Have you met me? That's my purse. I don't know you, and you don't know me. So you got a problem with this? Okay. We literally just met seconds ago, and here you are, hating on us. Got a problem with us? That's on you, not me. We haven't done anything during your loathing other than exist in the same space as you. So you want to maybe rethink that attitude? I wasn't expecting to react well to that, and look, they aren't reacting well. Seriously? I mean, just look at you. You're a conveniently diverse collection of gamers from all across all walks of life. Oh fuck, they're gamers TM. Like an after-school TV special. I can't even accurately describe y'all because I'm not allowed to use those words anymore. I'm going to kill these fuckers. They won't let me. That's the real reason why you're making media waves. You make all the woke corporate journalists pat themselves in the back for taking you up. All while you take the spotlight away from more deserving gamers. Exactly. This community was built for people like us. We're the ones... I'm sorry. August never fucking ended, baby. We're the ones who started and made it grow. This is our club, not yours. No one wants you here. Exactly. You think beating play to win makes you big time? A fluke win is a fluke win. We know the real reason anyone gives a shit about you. Exactly. You don't belong here, so run away, scrubs. Don't embarrass yourselves any more than you already have. Okay, I'm reasonably sure if I punched these fuckers out right here now, we'd be booted from the tournament. But they'd also be unconscious. At least Team Play to Win only hated us because we were losers in their eyes. These two hate us merely for existing. Zabra's grinding her teeth loudly enough for it to be audible, but she's letting herself back with considerable difficulty. You know what? I'm kind of feeling like tearing these two a new asshole by dropping some truth bombs. This is going to be fun to watch, actually, but is it hypocritical of me to really want her to lay into these guys after what happened this morning? Absolutely not! Fuck these assholes. Or could this just be considered just desserts for someone who's as toxic as these two jerkwads? Go. I say open fire. Righteous. Alright, you two. And immediately that build-up ahead of absolute rage explodes in chuckles, then outright laughter. Ha ha ha! I'm sorry, it just isn't even worth to flatten these two idiots. See, L7 Gaming used to be red hot. They were on the top of the heap, and then they made the dumbest mistake of hassling their only woman player. See, they saw Queen Bee. Yeah, she wasn't the first one. They saw Queen Bee as nothing but eye candy. They didn't recognize her skills. How'd that work out for you anyway? Oh right, Queen Bee ditched your ass and went on to form the 4 Heavenly Kings, replacing you on the ladder. Nowadays, the only way L7 can stay relevant is to appeal to the toxic sludge of the internet. So they are also like FaZe Clan. That little niche of a slice of a fraction of a percent of the culture that is their fan base. Your attitude is a sad, outdated relic of a bygone age. The rest of the scene is so far beyond that, beyond you, that you can see the curvature of the earth from where you stand. I'm sure all 6 of your fans will cheer you on as you talk down the nasty woman who wasn't scared to tell you the truth. And hey, have fun with that, okay? You have fun. But as for me, I can't even get properly angry. They're just nothing. Come on, nekobun, let's get registered for the tournament. I'm done with these two nobodies. The two members of L7 Gaming just stand there, livid with silent rage as Zabra turns her back to them. Guess who we're gonna match against? Fucking kill you, you little... And just when I fear we're gonna have 2 physical altercations in one day, the billowing swish of a cloak temporarily blinds me.
Hamza demands your attention. This hostility will cease immediately. You have made your viewpoints clear. Hamza will not tolerate violence at his tournament.
They changed his outfit a bit for this one, too. But hey, they said...
Silence, whelp. Hamza cares not who started it, who is the villain, who is the hero. All that matters at this moment is the iron will of Hamza, Chad and Lance of L7 Gaming. The only reason Hamza tolerates your intolerable presence is because, sadly, Hamza owes your manager a favor. But should you make Hamza regret this act of hospitality, your suffering shall be legendary. Does Hamza make himself clear?
I hope he does kill them. But...
Does Hamza make himself clear?
Yes, sir, Mr. Hamza.
Good. Now, be gone.
Hamza gestures for them to depart, and the 2 members of L7 scatter like cockroaches with the flick of the kitchen lights.
Now, with old business settled, let us make way for new business. Hamza welcomes his new friends from Good Clean Fun. Welcome, welcome. Any friend of Ben and Matt is a friend of Hamza.
Alright, that's convenient. Yeah, hi. On behalf of Pizza Yum's Second Players Club, would like to join your tournament and...
No. There is time enough for such trivialities later. But for now, let us talk and converse, as friends do. Hamza seeks to know all newcomers to the arcade scene. And rest assured, Hamza remembers all names, all faces, as well as all favors and debts. Nothing escapes the mind of Hamza.
I know it's just supposed to be like an idle pose, and usually you're not even supposed to see it, but the way her hand is hanging out like this, it just looks like she dropped something. Just waiting for a chance to pick it up.
To that end, Hamza apologizes for the difficulties with L7 Gaming. They are only here due to an unfortunate intersection of favor and debt.
Do you want us to take care of them?
Hamza had intended the 4 Heavenly Kings to make an appearance, but alas, Queen Bee was unavailable. And L7 is a poor...
I wonder if we're going to end up playing them later.
Please, be assured that your inhospitable welcome weighs heavy on Hamza's spirit. And Hamza shall do all in his power to correct the matter.
Can you give me an arcade cabinet?
Let us engage in pleasantries. What can Hamza do for you? What desires can Hamza grant for his new friends?
Oh, I like this guy. Can we keep him? Hamza is not for sale or rent, but Hamza can be bargained with for favor. Really? What's a girl gotta do to get a hot date with you on a luxury yacht? You look like the kind of guy who could spoil me rotten. Hamza is no stranger to wealth, but those who seek to share in such indulgences must prove their worth.
Hamza, your spirit!
You are Zapper, yes? Hamza has heard of your burning spirit. Are you ready to show Hamza what you are capable of, young woman? Absolutely. Point me at the proving grounds, and I'm in. And you, nekobun, manager of Second Players Club. Hamza knows you well. Thanks to your 11 different social media feeds. Note to self, seriously, stop signing up to different websites. I meant to do a tally on how many I'm on. Like, I'm still on Facebook, but that's practically dead. I only use that for Messenger. Twitter. A co-host. Pretty sure I'm on Mastodon. Blue Sky, I'm actually kind of active. Insta, I don't really post much. I repost a bit. We're already up to 6. I forget if I signed up for that like pseudo MySpace, the spiritual rebirth of it or whatever. I think I did. I've done nothing with that. Kara, I joined Kara recently. We're up to 8. I haven't done much with that either, but I haven't done much art, so. What else is out there? I didn't do Threads. I don't really bother with Snapchat. I guess you could count. Yeah, I don't know. There's probably 11 there. Anyway. So, first off, I should probably apologize for us going on L7 like that.
Why? You stood your ground against bullies. You and your ally showed Hamza the strength of your character. Unyielding, even in the face
I'm curious what Domino's reaction to him would have been. Yeah, but if you're looking to encourage a friendly and welcoming environment, we didn't exactly help with that.
Hamza understands your confusion. To all things in life, there must be balance. Peace and war, tolerance and intolerance, what battles you fight, and how they are fought. These are key. Hamza has no objections to your self-defense against an unjustified foe. You did not cower, and you did not shy away. Be proud.
Alright, what about a little preemptive self-defense? Because these guys are definitely fashy.
Had you
The
reacted
L7 guys.
with violent force, then Hamza would have been disappointed. It would be too simple and likely ineffective.
Now, those guys look pretty scrawny to me.
Understand this perspective. Yes?
I think so.
Excellent. But please, let us talk of happier things, now that the matter is settled.
Okay, Jinx is still in the running. Cool. So, in terms of desires, at this point, all we really need from you is to sign up for your tournament. Unless we're such good friends that you consider simply giving us a FOD2 machine. No. Hamza also seeks to measure the fighter within worthy individuals. If it is Hamza's prize you seek, you must win it fairly. It's worth a shot. And Hamza enjoys your display of confidence. So, are we in? With a wink, no, I don't need to do it in his voice. With a wink, Hamza brings his hand together and clap. Certainly, nekobun and Zapper of Second Players Club are officially entered into my glorious tournament. May you perform honorably for the House of Pizza Elms. Often has Hamza consumed that microwave delicacy when noble labors carry on deep into the night. Seriously? You look more like you chow down on lobster thermidor. Ah, such is the mystique of being Hamza. But Hamza puts his pants on one leg at a time, like any other individual. And throughout this tournament, Hamza promises to cheer on your triumphs and feel sorrow at your losses. I glance around at the ruined, abandoned arcade this glorious tournament is to take place in, slightly confused at the contrast between it and Hamza's posh clothing. a fact not lost on him as he nods an apology. The rather messy surroundings are unfortunate, Hamza will admit, but Hamza assures you there are no horrible dangers lurking in the shadows. Only hot arcade action awaits you. This warehouse belongs to an old foe, Deco's Palace. That would explain the animatronics then. They simply call themselves the Palace now in an effort to save face, but Hamza knows the enemy no matter what face they wear. Hamza purchased the entire lot before it was to be thrown in a junkyard. So many rare arcade treasures saved from the clutches of death. Ah, but Hamza cannot simply give these games away. No, on this night they must be earned through righteous combat. I see, so it's not just an FOD2 machine being competed for? All manner of games are up for grabs, should you be worthy. Are you worthy, my friend? True enough, I can spot side tournaments with Hamza's assistants taking down names and registrations. We may end up walking out of here with more than just a FOD2, if the others from Second Players Club join in. Let this crucible test your strength, Nekobun, the strength of you and your friendships.
Excuse Hamza.
Now, if you will excuse Hamza, there are other matters to attend to. May the odds be ever in your favor. And with a whoosh of his cloak, he's gone, leaving behind only the scent of bergamot and pine.
Awesome.
Is it bergamot or bergamot? I've never figured that out. Like, I've only seen the word written down, so... Now, this is a party. I didn't realize there were all these tourneys going on. I wonder if I can enter a light gun competition and still have time for FOD 2. Double queuing? How decadent. Might be a juggling act, but if you think you can do it, go ahead. Sweet, I'll catch up with you when FOD 2 starts up. Later. I'm not too keen on entering any of the other tournaments, but I'd rather just stick to FOD 2 for now. I feel like I want to run this decaying ruin and see what's going on. Where do I want to go first? We'll check with Jinx. Don't care about the rival. Retro puzzle. I think we're gonna do everything but the rival. Jinx first. I find Jinx leaning awkwardly against a fine specimen from the endless sea of wooden crates. Doesn't look too comfortable, neither does she. I could maybe understand that if she was part of some conversation circles, chatting away with other gamers here, but nope, just by her lonesome. Knowing her, she's got no problems being by her lonesome. Normally, I wouldn't interrupt, but that look of discomfort just isn't sitting right with me. Hey, can I get Yeah? Yeah. Help you with something, Nekobun? Oh, great, I'm making things awkward again. Okay. Are you feeling okay? You look lonely over here, all alone and stuff. I always forget it gives you the fuller phrase. Hey, how you doing over here? You look a bit lonely is all. Want to hang out? I can go find Grace if you prefer. Nah, I don't mind a little peace and quiet in this mess. Not the problem at all. Problem is, I can't plant my butt on anything, and that sucks. You need a chair? I can find one for you if that's it. Nah, I found some, but they won't work. She pauses, leaning heavily against the crate. Her knee brace is creaking a bit as she does so. As she does, so she reaches down to... I think it's a typo. A bit as she does so. She reaches down to tighten up a loose strap. Gotta be such and such height, such and such a curvature. Armrest too, ideally. Keeps my wrist from getting sore. But all I'm getting are these crappy little folding chairs you usually find in the hands of professional wrestlers, with head-shaped dents in them. Great, I'm on my feet for the duration. Be sore as hell, but that's how it's gonna be. How about I run back to your place and, I don't know, grab a chair? Just 20 minutes subway ride.
Yeah.
And risk you losing your spot in the FOD 2 tournament? Nah. You've got business here on behalf of Second Players Club. Well, how about you head back then? You're not in the tournament. You're just here to hang out with friends.
Sure about that.
Not sure. Feels like I'm not being a good teammate if I bail just because of my knees. I should stay and cheer you on. I'm here to support everyone. We're being serious about this Pro Tour thing, and I want to be serious too. Despite being the team anchor. As in heavy object weighing everyone down, not as in reliable last man in tug of war, to be specific. Come on, you know nobody sees you that way. Yeah, I know. It's hard to feel that way some days. He shakes it off, trying to focus on something else. Something a bit less dreary. There are solutions, of course. I was thinking about getting one of those wearable chairs. Wearable what now? That's a thing? It's a thing. They're these metal struts that you wear in a harness around your waist. Pop them, lean back, you're sitting. Done. Problem is, you look weird using one. That's on top of everyone going, wearable chair. That's stupid. Why would anybody want that? Accessibility, baby. Normally, I don't give a flying fuck what anyone thinks of my disability or how I support it. Do what needs doing, and done with it. And half the time you see one of those weird infomercial items, it was actually made for the disabled. Too niche of an audience to market to alone. But, dunno. Wearable chair legs are a bit over the top, even for me. Get funny looks for my leg braces already. Why add more hardware? Already get little kids pointing going, Mommy, look, it's a robot. And, yeah, not into that. Don't blame kids. Kids typically don't know any better. But parents who don't teach them about disability, that's not my problem. It's theirs. But it sucks. So I don't bother with a wearable chair or lugging around a chair everywhere I go. Just improvise. Simpler, less weird, less demanding on everyone. So trick out a badass disability scooter to ride on. Put flames down the side. Like a super badass tricked out one. 8-ball on the accelerator, flames down the side. No, wait, airbrush a wizard on it. A wizard riding a unicorn. And you got your seat, you got style, the world's yours. Trying to call less attention to myself here, not more. Wouldn't even be using a fancy cane like this if it wasn't a gift from my family. Minimalism is just fine for disability support gear. Besides, speaking as car culture junkie, airbrush wizards belong on panel vans. Not enough room on a scooter to do Gandalf justice. She shrugs the idea off, but at least seems to have pulled out of her doldrums a little. Minor victories. Jinx stretches out, clearly aching more and more with each passing moment. You sure it's not letting the team down if I bail? Not in the slightest. Do what's best for you. I can still kick all the butts even with you cheering me on from home. Okay, thinking I should take you up on the suggestion. Don't think I planned this evening out well. Should have settled the seating situation before hopping a subway to parts unknown. Oh, and let Grace know that I'm heading home, okay? But she should stick around if she wants to stick around. Sure thing. She offers me a firm nod of appreciation, then slowly makes her way to the open front door to the warehouse. Attention! Nekobun and Zapper to the tournament area for the next challenge. This is it, our first round. Fortunately, the matchup is pretty pathetic. A couple of local casuals who got in by being friends with Hamza. He trounced them easily. Thankfully, unlike L7, it's all handshakes and smiles after. They're just here for the fun of it. And we're to lose, they got what they wanted. Even if I'm glad I won, instead of losing. Anyway, time for a break for the next round. Where to next? Tricky trying to track down Grace amidst all the gathered gamers. Steel snail. Alright. Mazes of wooden crates and arcade cap. Oh, I love that he's got an octagon for the FOD too. Yeah, actually, it looks like more of a hexagon. Regardless, there's a ring. Arcade cabinets block every single possible line of sight I could have used. Let's see, where would she be in this mess? Maybe I could do some work backward from that conclusion? Are there any arcade role-playing games? Is that a thing? There's just so much I don't know about arcade culture. But if I'm looking for the arcade equivalent of a slower-paced, logic-driven experience, maybe a puzzle game? And the beeps and boops of sliding blocks draw me to a relatively uncrowded corner of the warehouse where Grace is happily tapping a joystick, smiling away. Ah, there you are.
Hello.
Oh, Nekobun. Hi, check it out. They've actually got Tetris the Grandmaster 4. And it's even got the, thankfully, uncopyrightable Russian folk music the series is known for.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing? Yes? Ah, right, you're still a newbie. Well, and this is still a particularly deep bit of nerdy lore. TGM4 never made it past prototype stage. They lost the license to the original game. I'm amazed there's a prototype in this place. Although I wouldn't be surprised to find like the Ark of the Covenant or Polybius or some other legendary lost item in this place. It's kind of creepy, isn't it? More throwback nods. Pretty sure the only real danger here is a crate falling on your head. I've been trying not to actually look up to avoid thinking about that. Back to talking about game lore. The rights to Tetris are kind of, well, complicated, like seriously, wildly, confusingly, Cold War drenched in complication. But I've always loved the Grandmaster series. They're the most intensely difficult arcade puzzlers ever made, in my opinion. As much as I like a Hatter's joke. RPGs are kind of like tactical puzzles, so it makes sense. You love a thinking challenge. Alright, yeah, you love role-playing games, but you like puzzles, abstracted through combat and tactics. It's all about logic challenges. Exactly, I like games that make me think. Critical thought is just as difficult to train as a physical prowess. You never skip leg day, and you never skip brain day. Puzzles and RPGs stretch different brain muscles, so it's good to mix it up, you know? It's healthy. So, how's the tournament going so far? Are you and Zapper kicking all the butts? Pretty good so far. We're still in the running.
Wonderful.
Hey, that's great. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually make it to finals. Not sure I dig how astonished she sounds at her current level of success. Hey, Jinx wanted to tell me that she's heading home. Oh geez, I guess it was too much on her knees. I told her she shouldn't feel obligated to come. It's always tricky going into a totally unknown situation for her. Maybe I should go back too? I'd hate for her to be all alone. She also told me to tell you to stick around if you want to stick around. I think she wants you to have fun. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll send her a text later, try to cheer her up. If I can find a really, really good picture of a cat, that usually works. Lost momentarily in thought, Grace slips up for exactly 23 milliseconds and the game is suddenly over. Aw, poop. Wow, that went from good to bad in the blink of an eye. How the heck can you play this so fast? I mean, I'm speedy with a keyboard, but I'm not that speedy. She steps away from the game now to chat. Well, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice? Exactly. It's like any skill, you just need to do it. Do it until you do it to the best of your ability. That's why I'm terrible at games, so I don't practice. Fuck that. FOD 2 is the same way. I mean, it's how I see things anyway. Like I said, I don't care much about the competition. I'm just trying to play with friends and raise my skill level. That's the challenge I'm looking for. If I can help a friend improve their skills and they help me in turn, well, that's a great feeling, you know? We're all in this together. Let Zapper and Loxley hog all the glory. Jinx and I were in it for self-improvement. Honestly, I kind of want to move more of that. So which is Domino, glory or challenge? Try to put a finger on that guy. I'm not entirely what he's into. But he's into it, so I guess everything works out? Honestly, I worry about Domino. I worry about all my friends in one way or another. I'm glad you do, too. I know we more or less just met, but I've got a good feeling about you. I'll do my best to keep that good feeling justified, then. I've always loved single-player games. Puzzlers, RPGs, platformers, long-form narrative games like visual novels. The kinds of experiences that you can only get in game consoles. That's why I'm not quite the arcade junkie as the rest of the Second Players Club. But that's okay. It takes all types to make up a good team. Diverse viewpoints, diverse ideas. Even if sometimes they come into conflict, like earlier today. Yeah, I noticed you were really anxious when that happened. I'll do my best to make Second Players Club an anxiety-free environment for you, Grace. And I appreciate that, even if, honestly, confrontations are inevitable. People disagree. It's the nature of humanity. And sometimes it gets heated. Well,
I don't like confrontations.
My natural instinct is to go and hide until the shouting ends. Years of experience, I guess. But let's not talk about that. I just want to have some fun tonight, you know? Not dig up old messes. Okay, but if you do want to talk about it, yep, I'll come to you. Don't worry. Beep beep. Next round, nekobun. They're gonna announce the next round soon. You should get ready. If only so you have time to find your way to in this maze of games. Right. Thanks, Iris. Good luck. Knock 'em dead. In a figurative sense, of course. Yeah, I already know enough ghosts in this place, I think. Attention, nekobun and Zapper to the tournament area for your next challenge. Round 2's a bit harder. Up-and-coming esports team, just like us. But it's still a solid victory, thanks to Zapper's skill. The opposing team was visibly disappointed to lose, and I can sympathize with that. No one likes losing. Breakdown before round 3. Who's next? Alright, let's get the dynamic duo here. Never thought an arcade tournament would be this busy, even though Zapper prepped me for it on the ride over. It's just, there's so much going on all the time. Luckily for me, all announcements and Hamza's speeches are made over a loudspeaker system, so it makes it easy to know exactly where and when to report to for my next match. Very slight hang now. I'd be hopelessly lost without it. And if on cue, I hear the melodious voice of Hamza booming in from above. Hello, esteemed guest. I'm pretty sure the scratching sound and shrill feedback cry that follows, causing us all to wince in pain, were not according to plan, nor the ominous silence afterward. Well, that can't be good. My eyes scan over the warehouse, and they stop when I note Hamza and Rhapsody fiddling with the speakers near the main stage. They both look very concerned. Maybe I could help them out, or at least find out what's going on. I wander over to them to investigate.
His guests if the sound system isn't working? How will we know where to go? How will we stay on track? Above all,
large signs, whiteboards.
Tones of Hamza's voice. I will not have my guests think Hamza cannot run a simple event without proper sound. My name shall not become besmirched by such technical matters.
Oh, Hamza, if you ever started streaming.
That's not a good look.
Please, there's no need to exaggerate, Hamza. Your name won't be besmirched. I've run plenty of tournaments without a loudspeaker. It just requires a bit more work from your tournament organizers is all. Plus, I'm sure we can have this up and running before finals. That's most important anyway. That is, if you stop looming over me. I lean into the conversation, making myself known. Sounds like you're having problems. Nailed it. Oh, hey, nekobun. Yeah, nice pun. You probably heard it, but the speakers just went on the fritz and now they won't turn on. I'd like to get these working again ASAP, otherwise we'll have a pretty lackluster finale. nekobun, you may not be aware of this, but lackluster mustn't ever be a component of Hamza's aesthetic. That is not the way. I could have easily guessed that. It is imperative that this is put right again. Hamza is known as the fire that always burns in the FA2 community. Really?
Nah.
Not really. Well, I should be. I possess the keen sense to gaze deep within the FA2 community and find what devotion lurks within. Hamza yearns to keep it aflame. Clearing their throat, Rhapsody hopes to change the topic at hand. Can I have your eyes on this, nekobun? You're the resident PC pro. You might have a better idea what's going on. Rhapsody motions for me to come in close. Squat down next to them to study the pile of computer gear. In return, Rhapsody scoots in closer to me. In hushed tones, Rhapsody explains. I actually think I got the speaker issues covered. It's more of the Hamza issue I need help with. I cock an eyebrow in response. Don't get me wrong, Hamza's a wonderful human. Couldn't ask for a better host for a tournament, but he's got the gift of gab, and I really need some time to focus. You mind just distracting him for me? I need like 5 minutes and we'll have this back online. It doesn't sound like I have much of a choice. Oh, you do, it's just a matter of how you do it. As I stand up, I decide just how I'm going to bend Hamza's ear. Hamza. Let's talk, I have some questions for you. This Hamza, I have so many questions for him. I've never met anyone like him at all. Just trying to get to know him better. You have a few minutes to chat? But of course, Hamza gives you his full attention. I start walking and talking enough paces so we aren't distracting Rhapsody with our words. Close enough to be in yelling distance. So Hamza, do you hold events like this all the time? As much as Hamza can, it is my passion to bring so many hearts together under one roof, at one time, beating for the same reason. Can you not feel the electricity in the air? The hype here is pretty palpable, yes. Does it not taste of victory? Well, I'm certainly hoping it will in the short run. If we can win here, we can make this happen. If we can make this happen. My words falter to find an adequate response, but it reminds me of the stakes at hand. Oh, it's a pretty beefy prize, isn't it? Getting a brand new deluxe FA2 cab is just as wildly expensive as a cruise.
To answer this question requires me to ask one of you first.
Okay. Sure.
Good. Share with Hamza. What will my ambitious new friend do if this tournament becomes the crucible that forges your victory?
I'll be happy, proud of myself and my team. Well, it'll feel good to claim a win here, but not only that, the happiness will be shared among the team. It's a team win, and their happiness is just as important as my own. With our spirits lifted up, it'll help inspire us even further. Our bonds will be stronger and solidified, which is exactly what we need after today's events. Hamza nodded slightly at my response.
From the heart, I shall tell you something from mine.
Okay.
A mere monetary reward for winning is not befitting of the competitive spirit. Hamza's prizes are gifts. Gifts to inspire, to share, to learn from.
He does seem to have an eye for them.
Can ignite the flame within the heart. If one gift can bring people together, there is no better reward than that. Hamza travels far and wide, all over the world, to find rare and exquisite gifts. It is important to find treasures to share with the esports community. For that is what keeps history and tradition alive. It inspires those within this world of pixels and joysticks to fight for what they cherish. And that inspiration, that is the true reward for Hamza. A reward shared with others. If Hamza can be the spark that lights one's fire, then Hamza will be satisfied.
Hamza out here committing emotional arson. We appreciate it. As we take a moment to reflect on Hamza's words, we hear a loud voice overhead. Testing, testing. Oh, hey, we're back. Will Hamza and Nekobun please report to the main stage? I repeat, Hamza and Nekobun, come to the main stage. Huzzah! Oh, Nekobun, the tournament is saved. What a glorious day indeed. I'm relieved. Let's get back to Rhapsody. And so we make our way back to the main stage. Rhapsody smiles warmly at our approach. Hail, Rhapsody, whose euphoric voice is only matched by their sheer intelligence. Nonsense. Anyway, nice work. Rhapsody places a friendly hand on my shoulder. I'm going to prepare for finals. And Nekobun, I better see you up on that stage. Rhapsody sneaks away into a crowd of gamers, leaving me alone with Hamza. Hamza must return to announcing as well, but before we part, let me impart these words of wisdom. Victory will never equate to happiness. That's fair. The flamboyant whoosh of his colorful cape, he turns from me and waltzes back to the main stage. And I'm left alone. We're no Dandon, but I should go get ready for the next match, too. Attention, Nekobun and Zappa to the tournament area for the semi-finals. Their round is against a pretty famous team, actually, Wicked Prodigies, who were huge during the FOD 1 days. I forget if they came up in the first game. That one was an intense fight, to be sure. Zappa and I barely squeaked out a win. But a win is a win. That puts us on track to the grand finals, and we probably have to play the final. Because the universe has a deep-rooted sense of irony, from the look of the bracket, our opponents will be Chad and Lance from L7 Gaben. I called up. Great. Grand finals will be starting in 30 minutes. Steel yourselves for this challenge, competitors. It's going to take Hamza and his crew some time to set up for the pomp and spectacle of the finale. Time to reduce some stress. Boy, come here. I got something I want to do. I'm so lost in my thoughts that I barely notice Zapper tugging at my arm. Curious, I follow. Leads me away from the gathering of gamers towards one of the darker corners of the warehouse. Oh no, this did not end well. Doing this in the first game. Random bits of arcade junk have been stashed away. Check this stuff out. It's like you smashed up a dozen old-timey arcades and ditched all the bits in one pile. This is the old school, older than I am. Gotta respect the roots. I'm seeing pizza paraphernalia, broken change machines, cardboard boxes full of prize ticket junk, and a full audio animatronic band of rotting robots with moth-eaten fuzzy costumes. Ever seen one of these things in action before? It's like adorable and creepy as fuck. Zapper, I'd never set foot in an arcade before good clean fun, remember? Man, you've missed out on a lot as a keyboard warrior. Arcades, they used to try all sorts of wacky gimmicks to get kids in the doors. I remember visiting Deco's Palace for my birthday parties. They had all sorts of weird stuff there. Human gerbil mazes, ball pits, booths with ticket tornadoes, and robot bands that clunkily played whatever pop songs from the 60s they could get cheap rights to.
Awesome.
The palace even experimented with robots that could walk around and interact with guests. Cool, huh? I don't know, I think these things would freak me out if I was a kid. It's like a fuzzy version of the Terminator. Precisely. So what do you say we figure out how to turn one of these suckers on and spook L7 with it? Call our way to seek revenge without resorting to violence, like I did against Domino. Something ultimately harmless, but still psychological warfare at its finest. I've always wanted to command my own Legion of Doom robots. Alright. Yeah, okay, let's be bad guys. Wahahaha. Well. Okay, evil laugh time is over. Robot fixing time is now. Right, how do we do this?
I'm thinking.
That's where you come in, actually. Zapper snaps her finger and points to my phone. You got an Iris, right? I've seen you talking to her now and then. Crap, I was trying to be subtle about it, considering owning an Iris is a federal crime. Hello? I am an Iris. Please state your command. Beep boop, I am a simple computer. Nothing to worry about at all. But naturally, Zapper doesn't give an airborne intercourse or whether I'm breaking the law or not. Chill, I'm not gonna narc on you two. I'm saying that a powerful AI hacker in your pocket could easily reprogram one of these bots. If you do that, we'll be able to sneakily deploy to go jump scare out of L7. Nobody will be the wiser that we did it. I mean, I know hardware enough to probably jumpstart one of these crazy things or creepy things myself, but I think it'd be safer if Iris did the heavy lifting. So what do you say, partner? You willing to ride the shotgun with me with this, or are you going to be uncool? Oh, Iris, would you kindly make us a terrifying robot minion? Sure, that sounds like fun. I'll see if you can find a USB port I can access. I've successfully searched the web and hacked firmware I can flash it with. With a wicked grin, Zapper selects one of the robots, pulls open a flap of furry cloth, and runs a cable between my phone and our new mechanical golem. As for the robot we select to be our unstoppable monster, well, the flamingo's back. Alright, it's a giant pink flamingo. We found a tag attached to it reading Pinky. Not the pinnacle of horror, yet still creepy in its own way. What the heck is this thing? It looks a bit less decayed and ancient compared to the others. This warehouse used to belong to Deco's Palace. My guess is the company bought out some small arcade and took their mascot costume, converting it to robotics. That's the arcade from the first one. I'd say it's fitting to transform this poor thing into an instrument of revenge, considering it was purchased by a corporate trash bag. Yeah, I heard the Deco's Palace was in some legal hot water or something. Yep, their founder got tangled up in a bunch of scandals and fled the country, I think. Nobody knows where he went. The company rebranded as the Palace and eventually retired a bunch of his old projects, like the robot mascots and stuff. But this is perfect. Exactly the thing to make Chad and Lance evacuate their bowels. The work to override Pinky for our purposes is slow, but seems to go well, leaving time to chat.
This is the stuff I live for.
What, reprogramming robots?
Oh, causing some chaos. People get too complacent, too willing to snuggle into their boring little lives, avoiding any risk, any excitement. I grew up in the suburbs outside the city. Dad grinding a paycheck 9 to 5.
Ugh, relatable.
Happy homemaker. My brother being a high
both my
school
parents were grinding for the paycheck 9 to 5, but yeah. Neither me nor my sibling were high school heroes.
They liked me playing video games because it kept me at home. Kept me safe and sound in our quiet little house, isolated on all sides by well-manicured lawns.
Please kill your lawn.
Naturally, I spent a lot of time as a kid running around, getting into fights and jumping in mud puddles and generally causing mayhem. Because I'd lose it from boredom if I didn't try to break out of that suburban cocoon of dullness. They hated it, of course. Hated my desire for freedom. Kept demanding I grow up, be mature, be responsible. Grounding me was their way of keeping me cooped up at home.
I imagine she broke out more often than not.
Instant I turned 18, man, I was gone. And I haven't looked back. Now, I'm free. Free to do what I want, when I want, where I want. My crappy little apartment isn't home. The city is home. I take risks. And sure, I make mistakes which become learning experiences, but I never, ever shy away from the possibilities of life.
Thank you for the manifesto. She glances over at me, studying my reaction.
Expecting you to live my ideals. People are different. That's cool. I get that. Grace is very cocooned, but she's still a good person. Better person than me, really. Just, I want you to accept me for who I am. Okay?
I'm down with absolute freedom. Go ahead and make the city your playground, I say. I'm both young and wild and free, and this is the time to take advantage of that. Do what you want. Do that for make it happen. Thanks. I'm glad you can appreciate my nonsense, Nekobun. Zapper paused a moment before she grins wildly at me, lips curling from ear to ear. Now, let us give our creation life. With lightning in her eyes and the push of a button, she powers up our flamingo-shaped death machine. And we watch an amble in surprisingly stealthy fashion towards L7, who are busy chatting away in the corner of the warehouse. So where do you want to get dinner after we finish trashing these losers? I'm thinking Chinese. Maybe hit their home turf, really rub in their faces. That's right, yeah, our place is in Chinatown. Incoherent screaming, not unlike a frightened deer. Road noises suggesting massive psychological trauma. And the boys run for it, waving their hands in the air like they just don't care. I am satisfaction incarnate. Okay, now I feel sufficiently pumped to take those two on in the final match. I don't even care if we win the tournament. That moment was enough of a stylish win for my needs. I mean, I'd still love to crush the turning, don't get me wrong. You know? You stood by my side all day, talked me down after I went too far with Domino, signed up for the tourney with me, created a middle minimum with me, and so far we've gotten along just fine, haven't we? I can see us making this partnership a real thing. I mean, when it comes to FOD 2 tourneys and stuff, I mean, right? Right? Wait, is Zapper blushing? I don't want to commit this early, is the thing. I don't know if we're gonna get another shot though. Like, I still like Jinx a little better, so. Since being BFS and conquering the Pro Tour together, sure. Let's keep this cool. I'm not sure if I'm into Zapper in that way. Maybe, maybe not, but. Right, when it comes to fight 2 turns and stuff, we're an unstoppable pair. Right, exactly. A juggernaut of absolute destruction. Now we've got a pair of spook boys to demolish. Onward. Together we stroll onwards to destiny.
It has begun! Friends, it is time for the grand finals. A fist of discomfort 2. Long have you battled. Hard have you fought. And now, your efforts have led you to...
I remember. Yeah, it's rock, paper, scissors. That's right.
Steel cage of death.
Nobody's gonna die. He's exaggerating. Probably.
For both the meager physical reward of a professional grade Fist of Discomfort 2 machine and the absolute glory of victory within the eyes of your peers. Hamza welcomes our final 2 teams to rise to this challenge and claim their destiny. Step 4 from L7 Gaming. 10-year veterans of the esports scene, Hamza presents to you Lance and Chad.
I requested a delay on account of this bastard from Second Players Club attacking us with a robot bird. The feathers.
Cares not for your ridiculous stories and excuses. The match goes on. Do not dishonor yourselves further. And from an up-and-coming team, a pair of rising stars.
Yeah, if she makes another pass at me later, I'll probably go with it. But just the way the timing is shaken out, like, it's been mostly her. When you lie awake screaming at night with visions of flamingos in your mind, think of me. Alright, now I need a cool quote. Let's see. Just to be sure I know the rules. Are we allowed to smash our opponents over the head with folding chairs? Can I power drive them through the Spanish announcer's table? No? Guess no. Okay, cool. Just make sure.
Very well. Fighters, to your positions.
Kinda cringe, but whatever. Both members of L7 brought their own joysticks, which they wire up to the game. Me, I started hooking up my keyboard. Zapper's content to use the built-in joysticks like a traditional arcade jockey might. And with that, all 4 of us are ready, sort of. I wish I had done more research into L7's playstyle, so I knew how to counter it. Team P to play to win, I knew Hunter's tricks and Koda's techniques, but with these two, we have to assume they'll play aggressively, mixing up attacks and specials, and probably launching the ultimate move early. They're angry. We use that against them.
We go.
So defend.
Fight.
All right. All right, let me defend. So that's when it wants to come at me, fine by me. I turtle up and defend against the attacks, keep myself and my minions safe. Okay, they're clearly favoring attacks and special. They're too angry to properly defend. I can use that to my advantage. But they're also likely to launch their ultimate attack early in the match. I can save mine for later when they may be less predictable and I need a trump card. Or I can fire it off sooner in hopes of countering theirs. What would be best? I'm going to save it. Both attack, alright. Of course the ad's coming up right in the middle of this. It's probably better to run it and then finish the fight, so I'll be right back. Sorry to break the I was thinking about it, and it does make sense that someone impulsive like Zapper would leave for it sooner rather than later. Anyway, I'm going to go attack and have her to end this round. Oof. I knew that was coming. But now they burn their ult, so we're good for that.
I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a loser who can't get no win off me.
Alright, so we pretty much paid back the points they earned for that ult anyway. But they seriously just never go into defending a single thing? It's just attacks and specials, attacks and specials. What can I say? They're idiots. Idiots do as idiots do, but be careful, they can mix it up eventually. They probably heard me talking shit. Both special, okay. I'm gonna have her ult.
You can't step to this with that weak-ass determination. Embrace the impossible. Fight gods. Eat the sun.
How does she do? And unless we reach the Sacred Dojo, the prize for the clan with the most honor. Honor being measured by points from punching people in the head. Maybe largely predictable. That ends now. Assume nothing and push through to victory. Alright. Double attack. We're still way up, so I'm gonna...
Damn it! I'm not gonna let you pull that trick on me again.
You win.
A little closer than I would have liked, but we got him.
You losers, y'all got zapped.
We won. We won. We did it. We beat L7 Gaming and won our own Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. No, no way. This is impossible. You can't get a fluke would have called it a success. You gotta be cheating. It's that stupid keyboard, isn't it? You loaded it with macros or something. Dude, careful. We don't want to get B2W'd by them posting a video of you ranting. Damn it. No, we'll catch us in that trap. Take your damn win then. It'll be the last one you ever have, and once the media's bored with patting themselves on the back, you'll be history. Come on, Chad. Come on, Chad. Let's just ditch this stupid baby tournament for babies. Telling them off changed nothing. Winning changed nothing. They're stuck in the same loop, repeating the same lies again and again. L7 Gaming is the past, stagnant and stubborn. Second Players Club is the future. I'm going to make that dream a reality.
Ah, well fought and well won. My friends, Hamza grants you this boon. Your own personal Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. May you play in good health and with the good sportsmanship that won you this day.
Maybe I am a victory addict. Maybe I invested too much in beating L7, and proving I belong here. Would I feel dissatisfied if I'd lost to them? But that's as much introspection as I can manage. My adrenaline rush, the rush of success? I can't be a realist without feeling this damn good. This is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits. I'd rather match Hamza's vibe on this one. Thank you, Hamza. Thanks for the opportunity to prove ourselves and for this wonderful gift. We'll do our best to build our skills and we'll be ready for your next tournament.
Hamza has no doubt. But be warned, this was but one step on your long climb towards destiny. Do not let the thorns of pride grow in your heart, as they have in L7. Fight every battle as if it were your last, with no presumption, no pretense. Fight with iron determination.
Being awake all day is finally starting to hit me.
Breath. No doubt you will face hardship on the road to glory. In your darkest hour, remember this day. And remember Hamza, who believes in you. But for now, please vacate the premises, as the remaining games need to be relocated before the building is demolished. Thank you.
Hamza sure knows how to make an entrance, but his exit leaves a little more to be desired. Maybe we're getting kicked out. Guess we should go home. You know, I had a blast tonight. You're starting to grow on me, nekobun. Nothing else? You're shaking things up, and that's always a plus in my book. I mean, look at where we are. A professional tournament, fighting for real stakes, with a real sponsor backing us up. Us, the Laundromat crew. Can't help but see all this as a win. It's a great start. Hopefully a start towards greater things at a local tourney. Man, just take the compliment. And, okay, I need to get really savvy to say this properly, so forgive me in advance. I'm glad you're my friend. I'm glad you're part of our group of friends. I don't think you're aware of us just how big it is that you're in the mix with us. For us and for you. It's all good stuff from here on out. And I don't just mean the Pro Tour. Okay, that is an important part of it, but I mean the path forward as a group, you know? I don't know what shape we'd be in after this morning's kerfluffle if not for you. Just think about that a bit, okay? And I'll stop there because I'm bad with words and feelings and stuff, and I really need to get the hell out of here and sleep. Coming? I'm about to join her when a buzz in my pocket grabs my attention. I'll be out of here in a minute. See you tomorrow? Of course. She's right. I've been laser focused on my Pro Tour ambitions, but along the way, I'm starting to really get involved with these people, aren't I? And despite only knowing them for a short time, well, maybe I do have a right to call them friends. Something to ponder, after wrapping things up here, that is. Building shutting down for the night, but I can spare a moment to thumb through my phone and see why it's buzzing so insistently.
Hey, listen.
Nekobun, this is big. This is really big. Pizza Yums are super happy with tonight's results. Pizza Yums wants to fund a team house. If we can find something that fits within their budget. Oh God. It's good. We're gonna. I was not expecting a hype house. We get the whole team living and practicing together around the clock. Wouldn't that be amazing? You don't say. It's got promise. A lot of promise. All the major esports organizations have team houses. Team Play to Win has a giant penthouse condo even. I'm also investigating other events we can join, using the sponsors' funding for travel and hotels. There's just so many possibilities. I'm so glad I can help you manage this team as your digital assistant. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. For now, you should get home and rest. Iris, offline. This is what I wanted. This is what I craved. Professional gaming is my life's calling. Dapper was right. I'm shaking things up. I'm making this happen. With renewed spirits, I stroll down the lanes of dusty old arcade games of this rapidly emptying warehouse to finally make my way home. And pause, stopping in my tracks. The exit's in sight. I can see it from here, despite being tangled up in the maze of arcade games, despite the occasional glow of a pixel-smeared screen. I need to leave. They're wrapping up the event. I have to go now. But my hand is resting on a joystick. Oh no. It's back. Resting on a joystick. A glowing blue joystick. Huh? What's this game? I still don't know much of anything about the arcade scene, so I couldn't say if this game was obscure or popular. I've never seen it before. And yet, I want to play it. I can't deny that I want to try playing it. I can't pull my hand off that glowing blue metallic joystick. I won't. I won't pull it off. Yes, that's right. Surely I could sneak one game in before Hamza's assistants insist I leave. Surely I could. What could be normal about it? I'm kind of the bold I'm getting. That's grabbing me. My fingers reach for the start button to fire up the game. I forget what the sequence did in the first game. Game start. Alright. What the? Where'd the warehouse go? What is this place? No, I'm still standing there gripping the burning hot joystick, but I'm also here. Wherever here is. Panic starts crawling up my spine from this weird dislocated feeling. A panic that seems almost alive. That's when a figure emerges. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's your shadow self. That's when a figure emerges from this sort of digital shadows to form this place. Figure that looks like me. And little by little it mirrors my shape, my movements, my mind. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? You play me and I'll play you, you play me and I'll play you. Identify system offline. Okay, scanning target locked. But while I stare in open mouth horror, it smiles. It's smiling so confidently. Probably yours if you kneel and accept that. You must keep winning. There's someone fall. Okay. With jerking, glitchy motions, the shade reaches for me, grasping. It's already read me, parsed my fears, digging deep through the joystick, and my hand still grips in the real world. But now it wants more. It wants everything. It wants me to surrender to that need. My arm tingles as it starts flowing the other way, pushing into me instead of pulling from me. Ah. And that's when someone tackles me sideways, pulling me forcibly away from the grip of Polybius. What? Shh, they're coming. Dazing and confused, the palm of my left hand still tingling from where it touched that joystick, Loxley easily pulls me into shadows, hidden from view as someone calmly approaches the strange arcade game. Approaches is? Duh. Confirmed, there's a Polybius instance here. Activate containment protocols. Looked like the old man's intel was right. He did have another copy of the game. Okay, so it is a second one, because they take it away in the first one, too. For another one in his stocks. She pauses, one hand over her earpiece, as she peers around the darkened warehouse through her sunglasses. She's holding only to Hamza's assistants in the distance, finishing up their work. Negative. No psychological contamination incidents. Seems the game went unnoticed and unplayed. Basic containment procedure will be sufficient. Soon, two similarly dressed men in black arrived to the cargo dolly in a black tarp, concealing the game and silently rolling it out of the building. Finally, I managed to breathe properly, and Loxley loosens his grip on me.
Most unfortunate.
Damn them, if only I'd found it sooner. What the hell is going on? Loxley, what is that thing? Who are those people, and when did you get here? You said you couldn't come to the event, you were too busy, and... My brain's spinning like in 11 directions at once here. My head hurts, and I'm having trouble putting together any coherent thoughts.
I offer my sincere apologies.
Apologies, Nekobun. I hadn't intended to involve you in this. And what is this, exactly? A complicated situation, one I would strongly recommend not digging into any deeper. You were victorious this night, yes? Focus instead on your game of choice, and your conquests were not about other matters.
Certainty abounds.
It'd be best if you forgot about this strange little encounter, if at all possible. Please, trust me on this, my friend. Yeah. Oh, okay. If you say I should forget all about it, heck, who am I to argue? I'll just smash my head into the wall until the memories leak out. Creepy weirdos in black suits, an arcade game that somehow dug directly into my brain? Sure, I can put all that behind me. Or you can tell me what the fuck is going on. That'd work too.
An unpleasant business, this.
Would that I could provide you more answers, Nekobun. Would that I could, but it's not my place to make that decision. So be it. If you wish to pursue this, I will consult with my allies and see what I can reveal. I strongly suggest you ignore the incident, but your will is your own. Pardon me, I must report my failure. Such troublesome matters. I guess he's part of a mission to destroy them? He tugs his hood up to avoid anyone's gaze as he slinks his way towards, well, I don't know, some dark corner, an entrance, wherever he got in the building to begin with. Maybe he's right. Maybe I should let that go. My dreams are ones of victory, not a fist of discomfort triumph, not getting into whatever this is. I have no idea what that thing was, or what it was trying to do to me. It feels bigger than I can deal with right now. Way above my pay grade. So at least for tonight, perhaps I need to refocus on what I truly care for. My path lies along the Pro Tour, the year-long road to the ultimate battle. Where else it may lead me, I don't know, but the only certainty is that I'm ready to fight. And the next step is to bring Second Players Club together under one roof, so we can truly fight as one. While putting whatever that was far, far behind me. That's probably a level. Yep. You cleared level 2 of Arcade Spirits and New Challengers. Victory. Let's take a look at your scores. Yeah, damn right. Actually, I didn't realize I could grace up to the same level as Jinx, but I think we docked Jinx a bit for making the wizard van comment. She seems to play it a little more straight. Proved to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 16,750 points. Nice. Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Would you like to change your personal metadata at this time? Name, pronoun, and so on? Nope, we're good to go. You want to save your game before proceeding to level 03? A one save kind of guy on the first run. Alright, and it's gonna hit level 3 there, so we're just gonna peace out. Or no. To menu.